Hello everyone, how you all doing? I hope I crop this video. Okay, yeah. Good evening, welcome to my live show. Good evening everyone. Welcome. It looks brighter a little bit. Don't know if it's better like this or the other one. Anyways, good evening. I was supposed to come out yesterday to talk about this story. Anyway, it's a trending story and everyone is talking about it. But before I dive into that story, I love to talk about health, which is very important for all of us. The way things is going right now, it looks like I'm going to that health section. Yeah, is that what it is? Health section. Oh. Health sector. Yeah, that's what I want to say. All right. It looks like I'm going to health sector because I need to not only talk about health but also tell people of my age range, okay, to understand what you may be facing as we are growing. All right. Me, I still feel like I'm 25, and my husband feel like he's 16. Glory to him. But before I do anything now, I have to quickly share the video. Thank you, my daughter. I have to quickly share the video and before I start. All right, I've said it. This platform is for eye opener. It is also to create awareness, to educate people with my experience. Okay, my experience. It could also be my husband's experience. Indirectly, I will post it. I will share that experience for people to learn, to understand how to handle situation, all right, and how to go about it. A lot of us do not know how this child custody is, but because I have someone who has who has been into this child custody thing, and the person has really shared a lot of experience with me and told me things that is surrounding it or that the other party may be facing. All right, first of all, in this part of the world, they allow parents to co-parent. Yeah, they allow parents, okay, to join together to, by taking care of their children, okay? So co-parenting, that's how people say it on social media. So, and that's the same word I'm going to use, all right? Either you're married to this person legally or you're just girlfriend and boyfriend relationship. Things that surround it and from experience, someone who has experience about things like this. And why I'm putting it out here today is because I want my age group, okay? My age group and some older people that is, older than me, to also understand, who do not have experience for things like this. A lot of us don't have experience because we don't intend to divorce, right? No one wants to divorce. No one wishes to divorce, only if it is above your power. Yes, you have to take that step, but don't make it drama. Don't make it dramatic, whereby both of you will have to then come on social media and start explaining to strangers that you don't know and that cannot impact or offer anything to your marriage or relationship, okay? So, because even at the end of the day, it is not easy to keep a relationship. At the end of the day, a lot of people have been in relationship for 13 years, 7 years, 5 years, and so on. All right? So it's just like you're living with your husband, but legally it is not. And what do we mean by legally? Something that you have to sign to say, from today, I sign this person to be my wife. Paperwork. Yeah, but that's just the difference between marriage and boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Or how do you even say it? Anyways.
You can have a marriage and social contract.
Okay, a marriage and social contract. Is that not prenup? prenup.
No.
Okay.
You actually are legally tied.
So today, let me tell you what happened today before I talk about anybody. Let me talk about myself. I always want to talk about myself. I always want to, tell you people what happened today. Anyways, I went to the church today. I go to church, the way you see me here. I believe in God. All right, so do the same. Okay, coming back home, we missed our way. Then we have to, because this place is kind of, yeah. So we missed our way, and even though I love this place, to be frank, but we missed our way. So we have to drive that, how many kilometers? I was one of these measurements. Drive way around, drive way back, drive way around. So anyways, we missed our way, and we came back home finally, had to change, and then we went out for Sunday, family Sunday outing. All right, after doing that, guess what happened next? We went to the pharmacy to then start thinking about my vitamins. You all know every morning I make sure I take vitamins. And the reason for that is because I noticed that some part of my hair, okay, my natural hair is not the way it used to. Yes, I don't have a very long hair, but then it's usually full, like the hair will be everywhere. But I found out that something is reducing from it. And then I discussed with my husband, and well, he doesn't know what to say. So I said, no, I need to take this step myself. And I visited the supermarkets where we have, here is different. The supermarket or in the grocery, you can see a half shop or open shop or big shop where you see where they sell all of these vitamins for everything that you want, hair, nails, and stuff like that. So I went and I explained to one of the pharmacists, and she told me that, okay, it is normal. She asked of my age. I told her and stuff. And then she started telling me what to take. And I fell in love with this vitamin. Honestly, I fell in love with this vitamin. I'm going to show you guys. I've been taking it, and I saw a lot of improvement, not only on all of these other places, but also in my balance, yeah? So you know what I'm saying. Due to social media, Facebook guideline, there are things that I cannot directly mention, but, I have to, this is just to enlighten one or two people out there. So I went to get this one, even though it looks like it's a little bit expensive, but yeah, I went to get this vitamin for myself. So if you're a mother, all right, and you are above 40, it is important you remember these parts of taking care of yourself, okay? It is very, very important. While you're chasing money, also chase yourself. Okay, that's not the only thing. I also bought some vitamins for my kids. And now, if you look at me, it looks like the surrounding is not looking very strong like the way I used to be. Guess what I did? I also went back there because the last one they gave me, the last vitamin, works very well. To the extent that my husband had to request for one. Who can beat that? My husband said, yes, I can see how it works very nice, the outcome of what you're taking. I love to take one. In fact, he just opened this one now. You see, the pack is very new. He just opened this right now because he wanted it. Now, the other thing I went to get for myself is actually this, this magnesium. All right, I went to get this magnesium for myself. This is magnesium, yeah. This is the liquid one, the one that you can yes, dip in the water. It's nice. This is lemon flavor. This is good. It looks like food supplementary, but yeah, this is pure magnesium. So I wanted to take full package, like multivitamin of all of these things. But even though the first one I just showed you guys is multivitamin, and then I went to take something like vitamin D. I don't joke with vitamin D. Anyways, my husband knows that. I used to have vitamin D's, big bottles like this, big bottles. But I stopped taking them, not knowing what that can do. I gave it out. Anyways, so that is that for women who are above and below 40. Yeah, you can start taking care of yourself, provided you have children. You can start taking care of yourself. It's very important we do this as women. So the first thing I do is to explain to you and then come back to the main topic, which is child custody. Like I said, whether you're married or not, if the marriage or relationship is over, we must understand that we are not enemies of ourselves, and we are still friends. And if the relationship at the end of the day yield fruit, which is child, we must respect the child. Not just respect the relationship. Yes, first we must respect the child or children involved. And we must also respect the relationship that we've had in the past years, all right, before the divorce or separation of boyfriend and girlfriend or relationship, anyhow you want to fix it, that suit you. Now, I'm going to, talk about Davido and Sophia, okay? Unfortunately, Sophia is my daughter's name, and I love her so much, honestly, and I do love Chioma. I don't know them, so there is no need to come up here to start saying, hey, when things happen, a lot of people love to attach emotions to things. A lot of people love to attach emotions. When people, what do you think? You want Sophia to be perfect? You want Davido to be perfect? You must be joking. Ask yourself, are you perfect? Would you have done better than Sophia? Would you have done better than Davido if you are in their position? That is the first question you should ask yourself when things like this, occur or happen. You should ask yourself, you see, I used to tell my elder sister that works with the airline, yeah? When things happen, I always tell her, are you better than this person? Do you think you are better than this person? Okay, when you are in the position where this person is, I want to see how you react. Do you think you would have done it better than her? You see, I ask people this question a lot because I know that sometimes people react based on their feelings. Okay? All right, so people react based on their feelings. And when others, maybe bloggers or speakers sees them, they want to react also with the same way this person is reacting. Do you know that people can react, and after reacting, they will start regretting it? Do you know a lot of people do that a lot? And that is why before you take step, before you act, make sure you think about it. Think about it, sleep over it, and think over before you take any step. Even if people are pushing you, even if when people are pushing you to do things, you as a person needs to sit down and talk to yourself. This step that I'm going to take right now, how will it look? Especially when it involves your ex-husband, your present husband, and your boyfriend. That you spent, whether you spent 1 year with your boyfriend, he is your boyfriend. Yeah? Somehow, both of you have been together for, even if it's just 1 month, he's your boyfriend. Yeah? So, ask yourself questions. This thing I'm going to put out there, how will people feel? What will they say? What would be my mistake if I do things like this? And remember, social media never forget. And the good thing about social media, once they see you progressing, or once they see you getting married to someone who is even well known than the person that you left, okay, like your ex, they will start bringing out pictures, videos. If you like, don't post your videos. If you like, post your videos. The little one that you have on your page or whatever they have in their archive, they will start posting it because they still want to make money from the past, from your past. Why? Because you posted it. Okay? And this is not a content. This is a very this is reality, something that is happening right in front of everyone. Okay? So, and that is why before you do anything, stay calm. It doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing, or it doesn't mean that you are just a nobody. It simply means that you want peace. Right? If you look at Sophia, she's very educated when she speaks. She speaks French and she understands some other languages apart from African English. Apart from her dialect, yes. So she do understand other languages. French properly, very well, and speaks good English. When I mean good English, she speaks good grammatical English. All right, and she's well composed. If you ask me, she's a very composed lady, and to me, she looks a bit private, and which is good for her. She's not a baby. In the next few years, she's gonna be 40. So she's not a baby. Again, like I said, I feel like what she posted on social media was based on action. So she had to react to defend herself. However, ask yourself, does it worth it? A lot of people is sleeping over it. A lot of people are sleeping over it right now. Some people has moved on from that thing. But remember, social media will never move on because it is on social media. You brought it on social media. I mean, maybe she didn't bring it on social media, but the document is something that anyone can get if you can pay for the site. And this is how the site generate money. All right. Now, there are a few points which I don't want to sit here and start analyzing her points based on what she dropped down. We don't have to be a lawyer to understand how these things work. But you have to understand how things work, especially when it comes to children. In the Western world, some judges will come up with, what do you do? Before they get to that point, okay? They will want to know your financial status. All right? This can also disqualify you for having custody of a child, full custody of a child. All right, but I don't want to move to that part now. But I don't think, my husband is here, so whatever thing I'm not saying properly, he will be correcting me, yeah? I'm open for correction. So he is here, and he will be telling me, no, before they get to this part, this is the legal procedure. And he's also a lawyer anyway, so he knows how these things work, yeah? So, let's dive into it. Now, I saw one document. I saw not one document, which I think she submitted 120 affidavit against what the ex-boyfriend charged her for. I think the ex-boyfriend was requesting for joint custody, if I am right. I don't know, but that is what it is, because he said it on his page that he is only interested in joint custody and not sole custody. Yeah, is that what they call it? Yeah, that he wants joint custody. That means that he wants custody between him and the ex-girlfriend, who is Sophia. And probably Sophia did not understand, or she do understand. Don't worry, she also has a lawyer. So yeah, she do understand, and they understand what they are doing. I post out something on social media on my page, yeah, that Sophia, if you are okay with what you're doing, are you sure you want to take full custody of the child? And also, I dropped a opinion on my page saying, Davido, you should have waited for the judge to proceed on that case, because what Sophia is doing, or what Sophia has done, is to defend herself by presenting her own part of the story, which is how a case should be. When you go to the court and say, oh, this person is owing me this person is owing me that, without evidence. When I mean evidence, not that type of Sophia's evidence. Yes, not that type of screenshotting from WhatsApp and stuff like that. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. And some of the things that she said on that affidavit, whatever, Cantasu or whatever she's writing up there, some of them is not valid. The judge may not even look into those part of it, because some of the things that you stated there is something that happened between you and him. That means that you are part of him as of the time these things were going on. It's not like he is the only one doing these things. Some of the things, I repeat, some of the things you allege your ex-boyfriend, who happens to be Davido, is something that you were part of it. That means it is called joint venture, yes? Yeah? Yes, that means it is called joint venture. All right? Yeah, it is called joint venture. So it means that you were part of him when he was doing those things. What did you do as an ex-girlfriend to stop him not to do those things? And also, we heard from the past that, I mean, both of you do all of these things. You may be a changed person now, but I don't think with the way things with the things that you, I mean, the evidence that you showing, I am sitting down here today and I'm saying it again that I do not think the judge will look into those things because it is something that you were with him while he was doing those things. Even if you like make video of him privately, you were sitting right there while making those videos. All right. That is that about that. And the issue of $200 million house or 200 million naira house or 27 million house, whatever the rent fee, yeah. On that issue of rent fee, I feel like we must cut our coat according to our lengths. Sometimes, some women, not all, some women. If you tell me you're going to spend 27,000 for just a rent fee, okay, while you're living in Nigeria, Africa, okay, what happens to the feeding money? Then the feeding money should be something like every month, should be close to 10 million or 5 million for the little child, yeah? And apart from that, he also have to pay for nanny and stuff, you know. That will be close to another millions. Who is going to pay these things? Some of these lifestyle, these celebrities live, some of the lifestyles are fake. Majority of the lifestyle they show you on social media are fake lifestyle. When you see them, you think they've made millions, billions, and trillions. This is what they call stunts. They put it on social media for people to see all of these things. But deep down in them, they may not even have such money. And let's say your husband has such money based on the background or generation cash, okay, that the family has got. Not like Davido has that money. He made the money. He was born into it. And that money belongs to his father, not him. His money is his money. The father money is the family money. Because he's not the only child. Right? Well, we do not know his, I would not say we. I do not know what it is worth, yeah? I don't know his words, all right? But based on the evidence, that part of evidence that was released on social media, I will singly tell you this, that the court may not emphasize on why he didn't pay you 27 million, knowing fully well how the country economics, okay, or economics is, all right, the stability of the country, knowing how it is, for a man to even say, not doing, okay, for a man to say that I'll pay you 5 million and then I will contribute 5 million for the house rent and stuff. First of all, we are women. You are a single mother bringing up a child. A lot of people will start asking you, you know how people do? They start asking you, what do you do for a living? You know, where do you work? Where is your company? Is it not the same influencers that you're doing on social media, advertising people's products and stuff like that? How do you get 27 million a year or a month? I don't know how you pay this money in Banana Island, yeah? How do you even manage to get this money to pay for rent when you do not have anyone supporting you financially? A lot of people will start, you have opened doors for people to question you. Even some billionaires who happens to live in a normal area, such as maybe Lekki and stuff like that, we start asking you, can't you save money? What kind of baby mama are you? What kind of a woman are you? Do you think the money, the cash flow will come in all the time like this? How long do you think Davido will sing again or be in that celebrity style for how long? Very soon he's going to quit music. Somebody else will take over. People will take over. The young youths will take over. So the 27 million you have to continue to pay. What happened to, oh, I actually bought a house, even in that Banana Island. Yes, I bought a house and I am paying mortgage. It sounds a little bit better. It looks like that area is something that you like. I do not have any right to question the area, the place that you want to live in, because security matters a lot. So you need to live, you and your child need to live in a secured area. I get you, babes. But don't you think people will start asking you, are you paying for mortgage from this 27 million, or you're just paying this money every year? Babe, you need to sit down and talk to yourself. If no one is telling you the truth, I will tell you the truth. If you don't sit down and talk to yourself, you will make mistake. And that mistake is forever. Now, listen to the person. Whoever is giving you advice, go and check the lady who you think you call a friend. She's got a property. She got some, even though you may also have. Yeah. So people don't judge by social media. But the same people who is pushing you right now, they've got property all over the world. If they want to help you, they should put you on the same line by making you get property, even if it's not all over the world, but in Nigeria. That is how you know someone who will really want to help you. Not someone who will push you to push your ex-boyfriend. Not someone who will push you to push your ex-husband. So I need to face my ex-husband face to face. By disgracing my ex-husband before you can help me as a friend, then that is not called help. Okay? A lot of people are out there asking questions. Your security, okay, to be secured in Nigeria is very, very important. Your security is very important. And that is the area you want to live in. That is fine. No one have the right to start saying, why don't you go and stay in the mainland? But if him as a person is telling you that I cannot afford to pay for such amounts of rent, then I think you should respect that opinion and manage what he has given to you. All right? Support yourself. If you have money, if you're a very rich woman, no one knows if you're rich or if you're not, you're poor. But what I'm saying is very simple. Take what is given to you and add to what you have. Do you think that is going to fund your lifestyle when both of you are no more? And in one of the documents, it is clearly stated that both of you are, doing your doings. You know what I mean? And at a point, okay, I will not sit down here and tell you why a lot of people write. So after they finish, after having that child, after he disgraced you, you went back. It is called relationship. And there is a child between you and him. You will always come back. Only if you're married. If you find yourself a man, he will back off. He will not want to trespass anymore. He will only know that, okay, this thing that is happening between me and this lady is now child. The child involved. And he wants to respect your husband. All right? And so, that part is not valid. The only thing I will maybe, add to that part is, you cannot, all right, as a boyfriend, you cannot, I don't want to use that word. I'm just trying to use normal, blended English. You cannot hold back something you're supposed to do for your baby mama, okay? Because she's not giving you the sleeping. That is a no. She has tried for you. She baited your child. That should be respected. If I am in Sophia's position, I will be friend with Davido. I will never be an enemy to him. No. The reason is because your child, Sophia, your child is a very blessed child. She's smart. We see how she, she knows how to present. She's very good when it comes to presenting. She's a very smart girl. She has a very bright future. We love her. But why do you want to pick that side of drama with the guy? The guy in question, okay, may also be misbehaving. Some of the things that he puts on social media is something that you used against him today. And that is why we tell people, be mindful of what you put on social media. Be really mindful. It is important that you show the media the best side of yourself. Leave the other side of yourself. Do not show that part. It is not necessary. Everyone has that part. Everyone living under this earth, okay? Living on this earth, I mean to say, has that part that you are putting on social media. But they have decided to take it out as their private life and don't want to put it up on social media. Okay? So that makes it private. Whoever that want to see that part of you can come and visit you in your house. So on that part of it, is coming to do, the sleepy thing, no. There is no need to put something like that up there. Because people will tell you, so people are even asking, what is she talking about? You have a child for this person and you do not have a serious relationship. If you have one, we don't know. Because everything you guys do is on social media. Yeah? So if you have one, they don't know. So if you still seeing Davido, that is your luck. You want to see him. It is in your call to say no. We can be friends, but I don't want that kind of relationship. And now, Davido, on the other hand, should respect boundaries. When people tell you no, you need to accept it. Do you know I don't like men that always want you to do what they want, even if you're wrong. I mean, even if they are wrong, they still want you to be on that wrong side of your life. These are the things I do not like when it comes to control. No, you don't control people, okay? You correct people. And now when you correct people, it doesn't mean that the people that you correct will do what you want immediately. They may not do it immediately, but with time, they may have what they call rethink to help correct and put them in the right way. All right? So what am I trying to say here is some of the evidence are very invalid. When it comes to the educational side of the little girl, okay, I know how it is when a child is absent from school. I know how it is. When I tell you I know how it is when a child is absent from school, I know. Trust me. And you will know. One day you will hear the story. When a child is absent from school and you keep seeing your children or your child every day sitting at home, maybe probably learning from home and stuff like that, you feel like you're doing something wrong for that child. Do you know what you want to do? You will start looking for a very cheap job, anyhow job, that can generate or bring income, to your bank account so that your children can go back or your child can go back to school. You will do anything, even a cleaning job, just so you see your child going to school. All right. That part is where I actually wanted Davido to see what he can do. That child needs a place to live. It is your child. This issue is something that they can actually settle amicably and take what they call drama off totally. On the other hand, Davido got upset saying that you do not have any right to mention the son, okay? He's correct and he's not correct. Somehow, Sophia is looking for evidence to knock Davido. When you go to court, there is nothing like friendship in courts. If you take me to court, I will be looking for every evidence to use against you, every avenue. And you also probably might have used your evidence. May not be enough evidence. Okay? So when we go to court, there is nothing like friendship there immediately. All right? It could also be that the judge will want to, make peace. Just so, because probably if the case is not something that is attracting, they will want to make peace. Yeah? Some judges do this. So, what I'm saying is, she was looking for evidence to use against you. That was why she brought that issue up. But that issue shouldn't have come up, because bringing 120 countersuit evidence is very, very funny to me.
It's not evidence.
What is it? Affidavit?
It's not evidence. It's maybe accusations.
Accusations.
Evidence.
No, I mean that's what she presented as a countersuit to.
Well, evidence is different to being an accusation. Does she get it verified by third parties? Is it? It's her own assumptions of what she thinks happened.
No, some of which did happen. All right. Most of the things that she said happens because she was not only saying it, she didn't come out to. Of course, she do not have any right to speak. All right, because the case is in court. She presented some evidence by paperwork, screenshot, and printed it out from her phone, which Davido has every right to say that's not me in court. Okay, that's not me. I've never had this kind of chat with you. Even if you like, bring video. He can tell you. I mean, the lawyer will do that job. That is barrister's work. Yeah. So, but it is not. If you ask me, it's not worth it. You cannot keep that child. You must understand that it takes a man and a woman to come together and have a child. You never, impregnated yourself. It was him that did the deed, that did the job. So the child belongs to two of you. And both of you have rights to that child. There is something I would like to say in between. Do you know that that child can grow up tomorrow and decide to want to go back to his father's house? That child can grow up tomorrow and say, you know what? I am going to live here, Mom. It's unfortunate. I've seen a case. I know a case. After this man trained the children, okay, doing the wedding of his son, what the first son will tell the father is on the phone, I am having a wedding, okay, by next week, and you are not invited. Now, it is not like the father and the son are not in good terms. They are in good terms. The father had to pay the school fees, pay everything up to university level. Up to university, even have to help him get a job, secure a job. He called the father on the phone that I am having wedding done, but I don't want you to come, Daddy. I want my mommy to be there. Do you know what that means? I want my mother to be there. Now, the father asks, why don't you want me to come there? You are my first son. I trained you. I paid a lot of money to send you to university. In fact, you have 2 degrees. How dare you tell me not to come to your wedding? Who will, walk you to the venue? What are you talking about? The father was not himself. Because he never believed his eyes that the children that he suffered so much to bring up can call him on the phone and tell him, I don't want you to come there. The reason is because I do not want you and my mom to fall out. Just imagine. And this divorce has happened years after 18 years or 20-something years. The child called the father on the phone and told the father, I am sorry, I love you so much, but I do not want you to come to my wedding. And then the father asks, why don't you want me to come to your wedding? And you want your mother to come to the wedding? Someone who never asked of you, someone who never contributed in your university days, even in your secondary school, and you are choosing your father over, your mother over me. You must be joking. Immediately the father started reminding him of what he has to pass through. The boy hung the phone on the father. That means I do not invite you and I don't want you to come. People need to understand how this thing works. All his life, okay, and the rest of the siblings. The father has been the one taking care of them. The mother never asks about their well-being. That is not the mother business. Today, she's the one enjoying it. Until one day, the boy confronted the mother and said, "What are you doing here? How did we get to this point? You should never ever come to my house anymore. How dare you come to my house? You think because I invited you to my wedding, so you have all the right to come to my house every time you want? Now I want to ask you a question." You see that question the father asks him. He came back, okay, and threw that question to the mom. "Why did you left us when we are young? When we were young, you left us to go to another man's house. And now I invited you and I left." And then the son started praying for himself, asking for forgiveness for what he has done to you. This is a true life story. But it was too late for him to have that chance to speak to the father on the phone again about the disappointment the father got from. But you know, father will be father. Father will be father. He has to let go, because it could also be that there is a manipulation somewhere. And he did understand that these people are children. They are his children.
What do you want? Well,
so that was it.
you have to stop it. That's what you got.
That was it. They continue to talk. When I bring stories here, know that the stories that I bring here is nothing but the truth. Nothing but a true story that you and I need to learn. After taking care of this beautiful girl, paying millions of dollars, millions of euros, millions of pounds to take care of this child, the child may come back to his daddy tomorrow to say, "You know what, mom? I don't want you to get me involved in whatever that is happening between you and my dad." Do you know what that means? So all the time that you have been saying that you want to keep this child because of you want to protect her, you want to do this, the child actually wants his dad. But because of that feelings between mother and daughter, okay, the daughter, had to keep calm until she gets to a point where she will then have to tell you, "Sorry, mom, I have been seeing my dad since I was in school or I was in university. You cannot stop it. I love my dad so much. I saw some pictures online when I was a baby, how my daddy was carrying me to different countries like Paris, and he is not only carrying me to these places, he is also taking you and I to these places. So we both enjoyed my daddy while it lasted long." So these are the things that the children, okay, or the child will finally find out. It is important we stay neutral as a parent, okay, so that the parenting custody will go smoothly very well. Now we do understand that there is an incident that happened, or accident that happened in Davido's house that involved Davido's child. But it can be anyone. It can be anyone. I met someone today in the mall, and I totally understand what this lady was telling me, honestly. But what did I do? I gave her words of encouragement. This is my job. This is my specialization. And this is my calling, whether you like it or not. I told her what she needs to do and how she needs to go about it and how she needs to stay calm. Because without God in everything we do, I don't think anything will be possible. So whatever happened because God is involved. And you don't want to wait for the answer. If you wait for the answer of what happened, you will see the reality. So Davido has to move on from what happened. I think that you were saying that because you wanted evidence. You guys are in battle, right? You are in battle and everyone is trying to win. You guys are doing win-win. I don't know if the video is doing win, but what I know is he looks like he wants custody, because I cannot sit down here and vouch for him because I don't know what his intention is. He may want to take the child and class. And you that you've been there for 2 years will not see that child. And maybe probably somebody gave you that information and then you decided to do what you're doing. But whatever you're doing, you must have what they call critical thinking before you take any step. Because you alone wears the shoe and you understand where he pinches you. I cannot sit down here and tell you, why will you do that? No. I cannot do that. You understand it better than anyone. Probably there are some other things that you don't want to spit out because social media will never forget. And you don't want your child to see those things when she grows up. Because some of these children will never believe you. I'm telling you. There was a video of my children. I know that this is a fish, yeah? And my son was literally defining it in front of me. Like a lawyer. He was telling me the eyes is like this, the cheek is like this, the jaw is like this, the head is like this. He was winning me. I could not defend it because growing up, I was told it is called stockfish. That was it. Can you see it? That was it. So, there are things that you cannot defend when your children or when your child is throwing questions at you, asking you questions. Especially if that child grew up to become a lawyer. There are so many things that she or he will be asking you. Now, the likes of people who were trained or their mother single-handedly trained them without their father. They came out to share experience on social media. Those kind of people are very important to learn from, to pick point from. Because they have been in that position before, in that shoe before. So they are speaking based on experience. They keep telling you that this is something that you will regret because their mother regretted it. Their mother also thought that she can single-handedly raise a child without the father. It is not easy. Imagine if the father is normal. It is also not easy. All of this money that you're asking Davido to bring, what if Davido is normal? God forbid. Won't you take care of the child? You will definitely take care of it. I'm not saying raising that child alone by yourself as a mother should be something that you should do. But I'm just giving instances here. And I'm making you to understand some other areas that you should look at when it comes to children. After spending 16 years, 18 years, and a child will come and tell you, I need to go see my daddy. In fact, I don't know how you feel. I know how I will feel. But I don't know how that you spend millions, trillions, just to bring this child up. You know how much is school fees you pay every month or yearly costs you. And then after spending this money on this child, the child will wake up in the morning and say, I'm driving down to my daddy's house and we have a chat. And then you start questioning yourself. Does it mean that while you are in university, your daddy will come to visit you? Does it mean that there are things that you're hiding to me? If you like, cry from now to 2030, you are wasting your time. In fact, cry from now to 2045. That child will do whatever she wants to do. No matter how you try to brainwash her, no matter how you try to brainwash him, he or she will do whatever they feel like doing. Because this generation is kind of different from our upbringing. There are kids that you can brainwash. There are kids that you cannot brainwash. Especially when that child is up to 9 years old. If that child is up to 9 years old, that child will start, from even 7. They know when you're lying. As a parent. They may not speak because probably you will maybe shout on them, but they know that you're lying. Some children will speak out and tell you, Mommy, Daddy, you're lying here. Or probably you're not saying the truth. They may not tell you you're lying, but they will tell you you're not saying the truth. How long do you want to brainwash the child? So I will single-handedly train a child now. And then the next thing, the child, after 18 years, the child will carry her kaya and his kaya to dress up and say, I'm going to see my daddy. So what will happen to everything that I protected? Because of course I cannot tell a grown-up child not to go see his dad or not to go see her dad. It is not going to happen. So the child custody thing would have worked, or maybe will also work, all right, if you give him a chance and probably bring a suggestion of putting things out. As you guys, as usual, you always put things out. You gave him condition. You are not a judge. You do not have any right to give Davido condition. If you want to come to the place, you have to know. And that is why I feel like Davido is involving the court, or Davido approached the court to say, only the judge can give me this condition, not you. I was there when they gave birth to this child as a father. I bought Pampers, I bought clothes, expensive clothes, designers, shoes, whether real or unreal. He bought a lot of Pampers. He bought a lot of, lot of milks and a lot of things that he bought as a father growing up. Do you know how much it is? He paid for the hospital bill of that child. So that child belongs to you and him, and not you alone. He contributed in the expenses of hospital bills and so many other things as a father. And what you people shows us on internet all the time is Davido is always with Imade. You people also showed us that they traveled all over the world with that little child. The child pictures, videos, and documentation is on social media. So after 18 years, that child will see that, okay, how come? What happened? Why the change? I saw some pictures of screenshots that my daddy was also, facing this custody of a child. Custody of me, mommy. Why didn't you give daddy chance? I do not like that. Because that child has what they call processed brain. The brain is telling her what may has happened in between, which I know maybe Davido will not have time to explain to her. Because, he may not want that child to see all the efforts, after all the effort that you have put in, to be like you've done nothing as a mother. I think maybe at that time, not now, maybe 2020, 2030 or 30 something, where that child will be about 18 years. He will not want to discredit you as a mother because you really tried. You gave birth to that child. Yeah, it is not easy. We have been there. So we know how it is. I can talk about it. All I think is stay calm. Don't take law into your hands. Allow the judge to do the job. You have submitted whatever you submitted as an evidence against your ex-boyfriend. My husband said that is not an evidence. He's a lawyer. He said that is not an evidence. Anyways, whatever it is a backup from a claim.
That's the respondent or claimant's view.
Okay, like I said, it is a respondent or a claimer view.
Claimant's view.
Claimant's
view.
View. Okay?
The judge will check it, will understand and go through and challenge, or have experts to challenge it.
Mm-hmm. So he said the judge will go through it, will go through everything, and then have an expert to challenge it, right?
Well, he may appoint an expert to challenge.
Okay, he said.
To verify.
Okay, he may have experts to verify what's the document again? Respondents. Your respondents.
It's like a rejoinder. You put a comment forward and you call it a rejoinder to respond. So whatever you put in, you submit your basis of claim. From that claim, then you back it up with your information, what you think it is.
Mm-hmm. That's what she did, yeah.
So, but it's what she thinks it is. It's not necessarily the truth. That will be That will be brought out in court by cross-examination, by experts, or just the judge. The judge may appoint an expert to say you're good in. Let's call it child care, child supervision.
Okay.
And the court employs these people because they are experts. and then they will write a report to the judge on what their findings are, having met both sides, looked at the information, and looked at the evidence from both sides. So you're putting exhibits forward. Each side will be putting exhibits forward to say, okay, this happened, that happened, that happened. Backed up by what? That will then be investigated and looked at the basis and the reasons. But you put your own claim together as your claim. But whoever is the claimant or respondent, then each one of you will put something to court, and then you will have a rejoinder to, I get your information, and you have my information, then you send down to rejoinder to say, what you said in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is not good. This is, it does get pretty, let's say, blunt when lawyers start to write.
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She did 1, 2, 3, stating that what the ex-boyfriend put in.
Yeah, but the point is that that then goes maybe to an expert to review. Mm-hmm. But it's court appointed. Or the judge is an expert anyway, but he wants further backing, particularly if there's children involved. So they'll get the childcare services involved.
Okay.
And then they will look into it, go through the police records, criminal records, look at social service records, talk to the children independently if they're old enough, but through a childcare
system.
In let's say if they are below 3, 4, 5, they will have a particular expert who can speak to these children in a particular way.
Okay, the child is 9-year-old.
So, that 9-year-old, he knows exactly what's happened in his own mind.
She's a girl.
But unfortunately, each and every one of us has our own pre-understanding of what's happened. This is the problem. She has a pre-understanding of what happened. He has a pre-understanding of what's happened. And to give you some idea of this, is that you see it so many times in films, really, is that it starts off that, oh, she's going out with him, next minute, 4 or 5, 6, 7 telling people, when it gets to the 7th person I've been telling, oh, she's having twins, but they've only just met. So, and this is how it escalates. Mm-hmm. So the pre-understanding of people, oh, this girl's going out with so-and-so. Mm-hmm. Then when that friend knows, she says, oh, something, their understanding, oh, they're getting married, oh, they're having children, oh, they're having twins, oh. But it escalates from just telling one person. Everybody, it escalates, so, and that's how things get distorted. Sometimes by the respondent or claimant deliberately. And that's why you get experts to make sure what is the truth.
What is the truth? Now, with what I've just said now, what do you think, how do you think this can be resolved? Or what advice can you give them as a professional or professionalist? Go
to a professional. Basically, if you've got a dispute you can't amicably settle, and I would advise, and I've said this so many times, and I've told you as well, is that the trouble with individuals, human beings, you want retribution, not reconciliation. And that's your fault. Go for reconciliation. Get an amicable settlement. Don't go for retribution. Retribution costs you lots of money. The lawyers love it. There's only 2 people going to get rich.
Are you not a lawyer? So you all of be the same.
I'm giving some advice.
Okay.
There's only 2 people going to get rich. It's the defendant's lawyer and the claimant's lawyer. She will lose money, he will lose money. Mm-hmm. If you can't settle amicably, then there is something wrong. Why do you want retribution? If something happened in the past what you're angry about, so what? It's gone. You don't like it. No one likes it. But don't let people play on it and then thousands of letters have gone and you're sitting there with a £50,000 bill from your lawyer because they want to escalate it because they will make more money, and it then gets more complicated. Something happened, you don't like it, okay, you don't like it, you know, but you're an adult, you're not a teenager anymore. You've got a child. What's the impact of that on the child? Just trying to seek retribution. For me, who gets paid this way, not through, I do get paid through letter writing, but the main point is that it doesn't make sense. And take it from an expert. And I am an appointed court expert as well. So, for me, I'm giving you good advice. Don't go down that route. And that's me as an individual who earns a living from it. It doesn't make sense. Human beings want retribution, not reconciliation. And that's where the problem lies. And that society as a whole doesn't understand that bit. If someone commits a crime, they go into custody. Now, they're in custody for a couple of reasons, not for what you think it is. They're in custody to rehabilitate them and to bring them back into society as a better person. That's what custody is all about. But people think, because don't forget, these people have had their social activities taken away from them because they are in custody, so they can't see their family. They can't go to the local pub or disco and dance, whatever they want to do. They're in custody. They've had these things taken away from them. And that's their punishment. You're not going to do what you used to do. Finish. I want a bottle of champagne. You're not going to get it. You want to drink a whiskey. You're never going to get it. So these sorts of things have been taken away. And then once they're in this environment, they train them to better people. They train them so that they can get a trade or a profession. But unfortunately, people think they've gone to prison and now it's retribution. No, prison is not for retribution; it's for rehabilitation. So between parties like this, look at reconciliation, not retribution. Retribution is not. What's it going to achieve? Okay, you get your retribution, happy, great, whatever. Now you feel happy. But it belongs, that one part of that child you have taken retribution against. What will the child will know one day what did happen in that retribution? Don't think it's not going to come back and bring you nightmares. Because if the child does know what happened, it will be a problem to you. You did this to my father. Yes, he did that. But he didn't do half the things what you've done now. So you've got to think outside the box. Look at reconciliation, not retribution. Because first of all, it saves you money. Secondly, you can sleep better at night. And move on. If you don't plan forward, you've got a problem in life. Why you keep looking back and saying this happened, something else happened, this, he did this, he did that.
In fact, she printed it out.
Well, to me, that's, yeah.
To the point of the little girl grandparents also try to solve the issues between both of them, but she's not getting it.
The thing is now, it's on record.
Yeah, it's on record.
Now, when this 9-year-old child grows up to 14, 16, 18, 21, she will change. Don't think because she's a female that she will be on the mother's side. Not because she's a female she'll be on the father's side, but she will have her own thoughts and processes.
Thank you.
You don't know what her thoughts and processes are. You haven't got a clue. She may have got great fond memories on the short time with her father. They never leave her. but she spent an awful long time with you and she had an horrible life because you did something every day or every week or every month to her. So that's gone into the brain. It's some subliminal messages in the child, subliminal messages into the child, and that builds up over time.
Over time.
And that's what creates hatred against a parent or a person. So you've got to understand human beings much wider than you want retribution against him because he did X, Y, Z. But for every action there's an opposite and equal reaction. What did you do?
What did you do?
I don't think you're innocent. You are not. None of us are innocent. I'm not innocent. And I'm telling you something. I'm not an innocent person. Go back to the Bible. For he who has not sinned, let him cast the first stone.
you put the quote Bible.
Yeah, but
David do not make my husband quote Bible.
But it's true. No one can cast that stone.
But you see, the way you're talking about this thing now, it looks like you are very calm. But when it comes to probably maybe they give you this job, I know you can smoothly, probably you first of all call them together to give a very good advice. Or possibly you just go straight to the job because it's a job assigned to you. I know that you will not speak this way, but you're speaking because you are like a father to them. You're like an uncle to them, and you're also saying something that's, you know, based on experience, yeah?
I'm doing it on common sense.
Yeah.
And believe me, you know, everybody gets hurt. Everybody. I've been hurt. You think you're the only one in the world that wasn't hurt?
In the past.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so based on what he just said, it's a very good advice that you've just given right now. And, you know, I don't have a lot of people watching this program. I wish I do. Maybe if they watch this program, they will understand how it works when a barrister is involved and trying to do, although he has his own private lawyer, but that doesn't mean, of course he's paying, it's not free. Yeah, so it is what it is. I'm going to try to download this video, cut out the part that you just, you know, you just advise, and then I'll post it again and again and again for other parents to understand how these things work. Do you know that they have thousands of parents in Africa who prefer to raise a child alone, and once that child is, you know, up here, the child will start misbehaving. Now, the parents, the single parent cannot control that child, or probably not controlling, but correct the child as a single mother. A lot of single mothers are going through these things right now, whereby they single-handedly raise a child, which is good, yes, especially if the father doesn't want to be involved. But because there is no father figure, they face a lot of challenges. The kids face a lot of challenges. Some of the children who was brought up by a single parent also drop their opinion, or probably comment section or on their pages, because they know how it feels when just one parent, okay, one is either the father or the mother bringing up a child without the other parent being there. It's not like the parent is not still living. The parent is still much available, but just because of that retribution, okay, they transfer everything and want to take everything, single-handedly raise a child. One day, just one day, that child would definitely ask of the other parent.
Well, it's registered now.
So how long? He's registered now. And that is what he said.
You put it in public.
And that is what this celebrity said. He said, I am happy that, so that means it looks like he has accomplished his, mission, because he said, I am happy it's on social media. It is documented. It is here. And my child, my daughter, we know that I truly fought for her, but the mother refused. So that end of story, that he is no more getting involved with whatever, drama and stuff.
You've got to remember that he's only not going to get involved, but it's only in the short term. Because what's going to happen in the long term with the daughter? Don't think she's not going to have her own thoughts and processes. She has her own thoughts and processes
yes.
in the future. And
from what their parents are doing right now, right?
They can see. So, it's not going to be, don't think it's hiding. It is not hiding. You don't think it's not in the public domain?
It is, yeah.
You're in the public domain because you went straight to what they call it. You went on to.
God have mercy on us.
You know, you've got to be a bit more succinct in that.
Succinct. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Me, I've just left the video on. My husband is taking over because he knows more about this more than I do. All right, I'm just speaking based on motherly advice, you know, or sisterly advice. I don't see the need for just only Sophia to raise the child alone. I feel the need for two of them to co-parent in peace and, you know, try to bring that child. That child is a lovely child. Is a very good luck child, blessing child. So it should, I mean, they should not use the child as a bait. That's it. All right. On this note, I need to leave right now. Thank you all for joining me. If you happen to watch this video, the other voice is actually my husband, and he is giving a fatherly advice to both Davido and Sophia. I just pray that both of them will come together and realize that this thing is on social media and we cannot continue anymore. Hopefully, they will think about it and come back to sort it out. Forgiveness is important, and we should always learn to forgive each other. It's very necessary we learn to forgive each other. Very important. Without forgiveness, nothing will be done. Trust me.
It's about leaving beyond what you're taking. You know, plan ahead, look forward, never look back. If you keep looking back, you'll never succeed.
You never succeed, exactly.
I'll tell you now.
So people should calm down and don't attach emotions to stories like this. I feel that they will heal and things will come back. I mean, they will start taking care of their children together. Not that things, because Davido is married now, and God will also do it. I mean, when you're doing things like this, other people are also watching. Maybe the future boyfriend or the future husband is watching and saying in his mind, so if anything happens between you and I, you will seize the child. You will take the child and tell me you're not going to release the child for me and stuff like that. So people are watching you. You are not married yet, and you, by God's grace, you know, you will also get your own man. Okay, someone that will love you for who you are and continue to be with you for the rest of your life. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm going to stop this video today. We may also continue tomorrow because right now he's busy on the computer. Claim. Bye everyone. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye. And a happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.